Yo, it's Real 92.3, LA's home for hip hop. Real After Party, me, Bootleg Kev, Damage, Dre Sinatra, a very special guest.
Beyond special, man. You need
He's a
another word for
legend.
that.
He's the greatest performer in hip hop history. I'm gonna say that. He's the illest. He's and one of my favorite rappers of all time. Tech N9ne is here, and his phone is ringing. The Wake Up Show's calling.
That's a legendary call.
The Wake Up Show is calling while he is on the Real After Party. Tell King Tech we say hello. Tech, what's poppin'?
What's up, man? I'm kicking it, man.
Revolution.
It's crazy because that's like one of the first times I think I heard you was on the Wake Up Show.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Was it the Wake Up Show anthem?
Yeah, it was the Wake Up Show anthem. It was in 98.
I used to buy all those Wake Up Show freestyle CDs, man.
Yeah.
So Tech, you got the new album, Planet, which album number is this?
Somebody told me it's 20.
Album number 20.
Wait, that's a big deal. 20 is a big number.
You know, somebody said 18. I'm like, and then somebody said 20. I said, I think it might be 20. I don't count. You know?
And is that counting all the Strange collabo albums? Or?
No. Just solo
strictly solo albums.
Yeah. That's what they said.
Fuck, man. That's crazy.
And to still be on the incline, that's crazy.
It's crazy, man. You're definitely the, I think everything that's going on in hip hop right now with everybody being independent and doing their merch shit, I feel like you set the blueprint for everybody.
Yeah, that's what everybody
You and ICP.
Too. Yeah. ICP and E40 had it back in the day. Master P had it.
I just mean with the merchandising and all the other shit.
Yeah. Master P had it popping like that too.
But I don't think they have like 100,000 SKUs like you guys do, because I know you guys had about over 100,000 SKUs.
Yeah, we just took it to another level. That's all. You know what I'm sizzling? We just We watched E40, what he did was Sick With It, you know what I'm saying? Master P, you know what I'm saying? ICP did their thing, you know what I'm sizzling? And here came Strange Music.
Man.
Now the biggest independent label in the world.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The most successful independent rapper in the world.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I'm just still working though, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going.
Yo, I am curious, like, obviously, I don't know how old you are, Tech, but you've been in the game for a very long time.
Yeah.
You are a triple OG.
Yes.
And you're outworking everybody when it comes. Like you said, last year you put out 3 projects.
Yes.
This album's about to drop. You're on tour every single year.
Yes.
There's what's the longest break you've had from touring?
The longest break?
Because I feel like it's
a calm down.
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, my last tour ended June 6th, and I started working on the projects. And somewhere in there, I took my lady to her home of Puerto Rico for her 30th birthday. And then somewhere in there, I did my Canadian tour. Then I came back and started working on the record again. I think this might have been the longest.
The longest.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird when you're not on tour? It's like, is tour home?
It's my habitat. When, other than with my children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's my habitat. That's where I belong on the stage. But when I'm at home, I'm comfortable as hell.
So what does Tech N9ne do when he's home, when you're not rapping, when you're not on tour? What's that one thing you like, I'm looking forward to just doing this for a minute?
I'm a moviegoer, man. I like to go to the movies, man. Really nice theater. You know, I'm sizzling. I got the beds in them.
The ill home theater?
Yeah.
You go to the iPic. You go to the iPic with the bed in it?
Yeah. But I got a nice one downstairs in my house too. But do
you get the movies to the crib?
No. I ain't
that's real VIP right there.
I ain't at that level yet. You know what I'm saying? But the movie theater, the big one, is like a block down from my house. You know what I mean? So I get to go there, and I got a lifetime pass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got one of those?
Yeah, I got a lifetime pass. I was the first one to get a lifetime pass, dog.
Oh man!
So it's beautiful. I like to go to movies a lot, man. That's about it. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're a big horror movie guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best horror movie you've seen lately?
Winchester.
I haven't seen
What's that?
It's about the Winchester gun people, the people who make the gun. The lady who, the mother, I guess, you know what I'm saying, or the wife. She kept building on this house because all the souls that got killed by Winchesters would come back to haunt the place.
Oh, wow.
It was tight.
That sounds crazy.
I just saw it like last week.
Ooh wee. When it comes to Strange, man, like obviously you guys got a crazy compound in Kansas City. You're the breadwinner of the label.
Yes.
But like there's been some really big, like Ritz did his thing while he was at Strange. Shout out to Chris Calico, shout out Stevie Stone. Talk about like the next generation of Strange. Like who's gonna make it okay for you to retire one day?
JL, B Hood, Joey Cool, Mackenzie Nicole, Darian Saffron. You know what I'm saying? Above Waves. These are all new artists that we've signed. It's gonna be beautiful.
Above Waves is like a rock group,
Pop.
like a pop.
So is Mackenzie Nicole.
So when you guys like, obviously, Strange Music has a core fan base, and they're we know what kind of shit they like. You know what I'm saying? Is it like a little scary, like putting out artists like that to your fan base, because it's not necessarily, it's kind of like anti. It's like what's Strange.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they told us that they didn't like certain things that we was putting out. So we did a subsidiary label and called it Strange Maine, and now Mackenzie Nicole is going to be the first artist off of it.
Dope. Well, that makes sense.
What I'm saying? And I don't really care, because Tech N9ne always did everything. You know what I'm saying? Every genre.
Of course.
Real. So how can they hate? You know what I'm sizzling? Just some people just gravitate toward that level of Tech N9ne that they like the most. When you're three-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? People might gravitate toward that dimension they like the best, you know? And that's okay, you know, but we do all types of music. That's why you can see me on songs with Gary Clark Jr. and Marsha Ambrosius, and Corey Taylor of Slipknot, and Jonathan Davis of Korn, you know what I'm saying? Surge from System of a Down, you know what I'm saying? Mint Condition.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
How
Lil
does
Wayne.
Tech N9ne scout new artists? You know, do you got your ear like to the SoundCloud? Like, you know, how do you sort out these artists? Do they just happen to come to you? Do you have somebody in your camp?
I usually find them going to live shows. That's the other thing that I really like to do. I'm sorry, I didn't say
Go
that.
to live shows. You always pop up on people when they're on, when they hit the city.
Yeah, I'm a showgoer. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to catch Travis Scott for so long, man. I'm such a fan of Travis Scott.
Hell yeah.
You know, I found Ritz at a show in Nashville after Richie told us about him. You know what I'm saying? So I had my ear. Oh, you know, you told me, and then wasn't you the one that told me about Ritz? Yes. Richie was the one. And so I had my ears open. He's like, you need to check Ritz out. So we caught him in Nashville, and I was like, oh, if he can do it live, and that's what I look for my artists. If
Especially
you can do
with
it
somebody
live,
who chops like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, you know what I'm saying, you can do it live on stage and convey that to the crowd. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? He did that perfectly. JL does that perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I found Chris Calico the same way. You know what I'm sizzling? That's how I find my artists, man. You know what I mean? They have to be able to do that thing live. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the one feature that you always wanted was the Eminem feature.
Yes, finally
and
got it.
And you got it a couple years ago. What's left, man?
What's left?
You hooked up with Surge. I know that was another one.
Yeah. Corey Taylor was a big one.
Yeah.
Marsha Ambrosius was, I've been waiting on that for over a decade too.
I feel like you've hit all the bucket list features, like because I've been interviewing you for like 10 years now. And it was always Eminem.
Yeah, it was always Eminem. Outkast is in there somewhere.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 21 Pilots is in there. Some new stuff I want to do. I did a song and sent it to them. They just couldn't do no features at the time. You know what I'm saying?
You did that record with Logic and Joyner Lucas.
Yes, I did.
Joyner Lucas had talked about that. I don't know if you saw he was on. Was he on Everyday Struggle?
Yeah, Everyday Struggle. It was a lot of controversy.
He talked about the feature, and he was kind of like shitting on Logic. What is your side of that? Of how that song came together? And what he said accurate?
We need the third story, right? Come on.
Because I thought it sounded to me he was making a whole lot of nothing, like something out of nothing.
No, it's MC stuff.
Right.
It's MC stuff. It's something I said to him, and he had a right to speak on it. And
he shared something he might not have probably should have shared on.
I mean, but if I'm gonna say something to somebody, you know, I ain't no punk. You should be able to say it. And you know, I love Logic.
Right.
That's my boy. But he knew he was supposed to chop on that song. But he was busy. He was busy touring all that year. It took 6 months or something, you know what I'm saying? And you know what that's like.
I know what that's like.
Did you almost want to move on from that? It's
Hmm?
did you almost want to move on and just be like, yo, maybe I'm not gonna get Logic on it, so I'm gonna just put it out?
No.
Like, I'm gonna wait.
No. I was waiting. I was gonna wait. And you know, I got time limits and stuff like that. But I met Joyner and I played him the song. I had my verse on it. He's like, I said, Logic's supposed to be on it. He said, man, that would be dope if all three of us was on it. I was like, I don't know. Let me holler at Logic. And he's like, come on, Tech. He's on my tour bus, and that's my little homie. So I said, yes, okay, go ahead. And he did it.
He killed it.
Murdered.
He did everything. So I sent it to Logic. I said, hey.
With Joyner on it.
I said, I sent it. I keep it G. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do no.
Neutral. You neutral in the situation because you're a fan of both, right?
And at the end of the day, you the OG, bro.
Yeah. So I hit Logic, and I sent it to him, and he texted me back and said, "Son can rap," and I said, "Yeah." So whenever you get done, so I think Logic kind of felt like Joyner did everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like Joyner was like, "This is a look for me. I'm gonna go all the way."
So for Logic to try to come fast after that, he probably was like, "I'm not doing that."
And then kind of the way he opened the verse, like lackadays, like, "Hey, I'm sorry, Tech."
So I talked to Joyner. I'm like, man, I just wish he didn't freestyle on it. That's what I said to him. I just wish he didn't freestyle. But what I found out is that his fans love for him to freestyle. So they were like, Logic killed it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I still put it out for his fans.
No, yeah.
And my fans, they all wanted it. But that MC thing, though, is what I was talking to Joyner about. I said, man, I just wish he wouldn't have freestyled on my song, man. I wanted him to go. You know what I mean? I think he could have still went. Even though Joyner did every fast flow in the book. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna believe ain't nobody gonna stop us. I let him off. Anybody gonna stop? Anybody gonna stop? Anybody gonna stop? Anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just went. So I get what Logic did.
He was like, I'm not even going to try to play in that
Yes.
world.
Which I can respect that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to try to do what you just did.
Because the song was originally supposed to be me and Logic.
Right.
And that's what Logic was.
He was going to snap on that end.
Yeah. And I was going to leave it open for him to do whatever, just like I did for Joyner. And I wasn't going to stop Joyner from being on it. He asked, I said yes. You know, I said that would be humongous. All three of us going. And I was like, when I got the verse, and I was like, and he's talking to me in the verse, you know, saying, Tech, I'm sorry, I should have did this verse a long time ago. I'm like, oh man, I wish he wouldn't have freestyled. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, and he freestyled, but his fans loved it, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, still a good record.
100%. It's a good record, man. It's a rock shot. I put that shit on everything.
I just wanted to go, but you know, Logic is a wonderful artist, man, and he's blowing up right now. You know what I'm sizzling, and Joyner's the same way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about they the same,
right? But Joyner's he's on a trajectory for sure. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we did the song. My fans love it. I just will go on the record and say I just wish he wouldn't have freestyled. That's all.
You're very early when it like the first time I ever heard Hobson was on Am I a Psycho? I want to say Kendrick was on all 6s and 7s.
Yes,
too.
he was. He was on I Love Music before.
Yep, I Love Music before he was really, really big.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
What is it like? I know you always, you know, when it comes to MC skills,
I'm in the circle of
like you're
MCs.
in the circle.
Yeah.
Besides Joyner Lucas, who's somebody who's on the come up right now, and outside of the Strange Camp, who are some of those guys that are new that you're paying attention to?
I got a couple of them on my record because I didn't put a lot of features on this record because my fans were crying about.
The last project had a lot of features, right?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're like, we don't want no features, we want all of you. I'm like, hey, y'all spoiled. So I did that. I only got a few choice choppers that I look up to or I think are hardcore, you know what I'm saying? One is Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
The other one is Snow the Product, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So you've collaborated with before?
Snow.
Yeah. She's on my planet. You know what I mean? Guy you don't know that is treacherous from Nebraska.
What's his name? Treacherous?
No. He's treacherous. His name is King ISO.
He's dope?
Oh, man. He's dope. He's on the record. We just released the song on UFC 3. It's called Bad Juju. That song is on there. And another chopper from Seattle named Swisher Sleep. You know what I mean? And they hardcore, man. You know what I mean?
Is there going to be another Worldwide Choppers? Because it's such a legendary line of records.
I told people after the one with Eminem and Speed 'em with me, Chris Calico, and Eminem, that would be the last one. But people were upset because the first Worldwide Choppers had everybody on it. Busta, Twista, people.
That first Worldwide, there was other. I know motherfuckers verses. I don't even know the language I'm rapping in.
Oh yeah. Chasers from Turkey.
Twisted Insane's on it.
Yeah, Twisted Insane is on it.
By the way, I bet that guy in Arizona, extremely awkward guy, but very nice guy.
Yeah. Uso was on it from Germany. You know what I'm saying?
So the door might be a little back open for you to do another one, maybe. I mean, after Eminem's on it, it's almost like
grand opening, grand closing. It's a wrap.
And M chopped on it.
Yeah, he did like crazy. And he mentioned it on his Beyonce songs first, the Speed 'em
Yes, he did.
That means, you know, he really thought something about that song, and I do too. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good. But the fans were upset because it wasn't a variety of different choppers on it.
It was just.
But
The only person I wanted to hear on a Worldwide Chopper song was Ritz. That never.
Oh yeah.
That was the one guy I was like, man, Ritz got to be on the next Worldwide Choppers.
So many choppers that I said I was gonna not do it again, but maybe if the beat finds me,
and
I'll probably do another one for my fans, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I said I wasn't. I also said I wasn't gonna rap no more after 4 years after this year, but
it's still happening.
We've heard that before. With rappers talking about retiring.
No, not this, not that. No, I'm talking about after Planet drops, March 2nd. 4 years after that, I'm stepping back.
So we got 4 more years of Tech N9ne.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, y'all might be all laughing at me, but when I think of Worldwide Choppers and like the new dudes coming up, like the Migos, the Offsets, I feel like you look at me crazy. I don't know. I might be crazy. Like Ski Master. It's like some new young dudes that's coming up that's kind of like trying to develop develop their flow. Like you think there'll be room for some of those dudes down the line that maybe can step into that realm.
I'm telling you, man. Takeoff, I done heard him go.
Takeoff can go, yeah. No, Takeoff is out of all the Migos, Takeoff can chop like on
Offset. I heard him do it too.
Offset can chop too.
I heard him do it too.
Takeoff does it a lot.
That's what I see his face. He's looking at me. I'm like, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't just say this because my fans would be like, "What?" I done heard some stuff like a year or so ago. Listening to Music Choice and all that. I done heard them cats go. I know they can do it.
They're underrated as MCs.
I know they can do it.
I just know if they were put into that realm where that's what you wanted them to do, I feel like they should be considered if there was to be a next one.
I believe that they would take the challenge. I believe because I've heard them do it. And I wouldn't say it if I haven't heard it.
That's dope.
The last tour was, in my opinion, I've been watching you for, I think the first tech show I went to was like 07. Or actually, you, Cottonmouth Kings, and ICP. Or was it Bone?
That was Bone too.
It was Bone, Cottonmouth King, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was getting hit in the head with Fago 2 liters. My goodness, Mesa Amphitheater.
That was the first tour I ever did. That was the only tour I ever did with ICP. But I've done the Gathering years after that.
So the last tour was the most impressive tour I've ever seen you do because you did the costume change, and then you literally were coordinated with the background, and the shit was fucking nuts, bro.
Yes,
the shit was crazy. How do you outdo yourself on this shit? Because that was the crazy shit.
I'm doing it again, but I'm changing up everything. I'm changing the color of the clown and the color of the king and the color of the G. It's still, everything is all red, white, and black, but I'm just switching it around, and I got all new songs. You know what I'm sizzling from? Because this will be the first tour that we go on that the album will be out a month before, so people will know the songs. This will be my first time introducing new music on my tour. As soon as I come out on stage, my first song and everything, the new song, I never did that because I always wanted to keep everybody engaged and do the old music that everybody knows. So when I step out there and everybody can sing it, it's going to happen with new music now for the first time. So I'm excited, but it's been swallowing me because I have to be 3 people again. And I'm doing so much more now. We're building sets this time. You know what I mean? So we won't have to green screen it.
Budgets came up.
Yeah,
big budgets.
You know what I'm saying? So after I mastered this one, holograms are next. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to have the greatest show on earth.
Man.
Yeah, I want to talk to you too about, like, I know you're one of the biggest independent labels in the game, and just recently this week, Target and Best Buy announced that they're about to stop selling CDs. How does something like that? You think that affects you in a big way, or do you feel like there's a way around to that?
It's gonna be a way around, but I was the last CD that Best Buy bought.
Wow.
Your fans buy CDs.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think is going to be the challenge moving forward with that?
It's already been happening with streaming, but just like cable TV, it started off like it was almost free, and then it more and more. And pretty much everybody will be paying this price for it, and then we'll have the best time in the music business we ever had. You know what I'm sizzling? So
what is it about, like, the strange core fans? Because I know even like Ritz's last album on SoundScan, he sold like more hard CDs than any other rapper that week, but like the streams, like his shit was like 40th.
Yes.
With everything combined. What is it that you think is like hard to get? Is it like, I know it's a lot of middle of America fans, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of fans that like maybe like Spotify is something that people still got to pay for that premium subscription, that maybe it's something that's like not being introduced to these guys yet. But what do you think is the disconnect there?
The disconnect, why
strange music fans are so, maybe the streaming numbers don't match what the physical product does?
Oh, it's starting to now, but it's what we put within our physical product.
You get the pre-order, you get the autographed CD, you get the T-shirt, you get everything.
Xanax and ecstasy. It's like, no, I'm joking.
But I would think that because you got such a core fan base, they got something physical.
Exactly. We take time with the artwork and everything, and it's like collector's items. You know what I'm saying? We still do vinyl, everything, man. You know, I'm sizzling. So now that's changing a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? We ain't selling as much physical as we used to, which is hard. But I said a long time ago, bro, wherever they got music, however they're listening to it, we're going to be right there in it. So
does it help with the overhead costs? Because you guys are independent. So it's like almost like there's less overhead if the world's going to streaming. Is that a way to look at it?
If streaming was paying the percentages that
you get off the CDs, no, that's true.
I would be able to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You make so much more off the physical copy.
We're gonna keep grinding until it gets like that.
100%.
It's coming.
That's deep.
This is album number 20-ish.
Yeah, that's what they say.
20-ish. 20-ish. If you include all of the strange music collabo out, I mean, it's probably more like 30.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know, but the crazy thing to say is that, and I know I'm supposed to say this, but this is the best music I've done. You heard 6 of them. I don't know what you think, but it's really good, man.
It's dope.
I'm really proud of it.
I was a little thrown off by the single. I'm not gonna lie.
What? Don't nobody want none?
Don't nobody want none? Because I'm like super b-boy, like
that's me.
No, I know it's you.
You know what I mean? It's like that was me in '83 dancing to "It's Time," and to get the permission to use it from Hashim. And the people who don't know, like Tech N9ne, he's a b-boy for real. Like yes. I
like,
spit on my back. I got to up rock like nobody else. You know what I mean? You know, so it made sense for me because I was already doing it back in '96 with King Tech and DJ
Tech.
Revolution.
Shout out to the Liquid Crew
and Jurassic 5. We did one called
wow.
Soul Searching.
I never knew you did a song with J5. I need to find this.
I was on the under, you know what I'm saying? I was out here in LA moving around, you know what I'm saying? And we did Mantronics, listen to some bass. We did that, you know what I'm saying? Sped it up a little bit. B-boy music. In 2006, I did About to Bubble. It was right. The Art of Noise. Bubble. Got that one done. I tried to do one on The Storm, but Kraftwerk said no on numbers. I did that one. I was gonna try to put Outkast on it, but Kraftwerk said no. They always say no.
I feel like they say no to a lot.
Yeah, I think Africa Bambaataa and them went through that with Planet Rock. You know what I'm saying? They got sued or something.
I remember me and you we were hanging out backstage in Orlando. I want to say like 2014, just shooting this shit. And this is about the time. I want to say this is when like breaking into colored houses was around that time. Yeah. And you were kind of expressing like some frustration with like, yo, trying to get your people to come to the shows. Because obviously if you go to a Tech N9ne show, it's a lot of natives, it's a lot of white people, it's a lot of Mexicans, but it's not a lot of black people. And I know it's kind of like that was something that was really important to you at a time. Has that started to like change? Have you noticed more with the hit records and the Lil Wayne features and all that shit? Have you noticed
the crowd changing? Yeah, they're getting younger, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? As you're getting older, they're getting younger. They're like, whoa, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? More life, like 100%. Drake said. You know what I'm saying? More life, man. And I'm with more life because I'm not done yet.
Right.
It's getting close, but I'm not done yet. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the crowd shift, yes, but the core fans are still in there.
Are you afraid touring so much you like burn yourself out in certain cities? And have you noticed that? I
thought that, but the shows are still selling out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, have you ever been to a Tempe show that didn't sell out?
Never.
I haven't. I just sold out Red Rocks twice in a row at 10,000 people.
That shit's crazy.
That
shit is crazy.
And I ain't even on the Grammy Awards or nothing. I'm not doing it.
Do you even watch that one, or do you even care, like, as far as, like, the Grammys?
I gave my tickets away for the last 2 years. Not because I'm hating. It's because I belong on that stage.
Right.
I went a couple years ago for the first time, And I watched the show and I felt funny as hell.
Right.
I'm watching Kendrick up there, and I'm so happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's my brother up there. I'm supposed to be up there, you know?
Yep.
And I saw Adele and, you know, Justin Bieber and everybody, and, you know, I was like, I'm not supposed to be out here. I'm in the stands, homie.
I'm supposed to be up there.
Yeah.
So it's like a bittersweet thing. Where it's
So
like,
this year, after this year, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm serious this year. I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing. Next time I go, I'm going to be doing something.
Planet is dropping when?
March 2nd.
March 2nd. It's your best work to date.
That's what I think.
it's a conceptual album, right?
It
I was reading somewhere it was kind of, or was that?
was supposed to be.
That's supposed to be a conceptual
But it
album.
turned and now when you put it in, it has the theme of my planet.
Right.
It has language in there that's different. You might find some Swahili in there. You might find some Arabic in there. You know what I'm saying? You might find some words we made up. You know what I'm saying?
What's the word you made up for the album that you putting us on right now? Exclusive. Real After Party.
Nina nigga Pune Ground Zero. They don't question the best and the illest clown we know that's taking them down below when they faking with a town hero. You're facing total devastation when they flaking with a hound bee though. I said Nina nigga Pune Ground Zero. Pune is the name of my planet.
Okay.
Pyune.
Pune.
Peaceful Youth Unit neutralizing Earth. You know what I'm saying? Neutralizing Earth because, you know, that's what we need. You know what I'm sizzling? Peaceful Youth Unit. So Pune is in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Pune.
Pune. Because we going right. Nina nigga
Fast.
Pune Ground Zero. You know what I'm saying? I'm the creator. That's one of the words.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Pune, the planet Pune.
Yeah.
March
That's where we're going
2nd.
after this. Pune.
Tour's coming.
Yeah. Like
Yo.
a Roadrunner.
Yo, man. How do you pick which songs to phase out of the tour set list?
It used to be I'm a Player. You remember that?
I mean, you started to do that again at the end of the show, but I mean, like, what? Like, I mean, like, how do you pick? Like, there's new music, so how do you pick which songs go that you don't perform anymore?
Songs I'm tired of. You know what I'm saying? I brought about to bubble back on this one. I haven't done it in so many years. We did it for so
I feel like you haven't done Like Yeah in a while.
I haven't.
I need that back, man.
I haven't. I already did the tour lineup. You know what I'm saying? So it's not on this one, but I will bring back I will bring back It's Alive and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. But I got such a huge catalog that I have to
No
make
shit.
way. I haven't done Come Gangster in a while. You know what I'm saying? I have a medley on this show though that Chris does.
You go
know?
in and out of shit.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? We give him
2 hours, right?
No, not no more. No, it was 2 hours the last time, but it hurt my knees so bad
Bruh.
to beat 3 people and 2 hours. So now it's like an hour and 30.
Boom.
That's still a long
Support our
time.
boy
Yes.
Tech N9ne.
Yes.
Tech N9ne, man. The album is coming out. Everybody go support it.
Yes.
Strange Music, the label. Go get the merch. If you're in the city and you're going to go check it out, buy the meet and greet.
Yes. I hope y'all enjoy the record, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man.
Let's go, man. It's Real 92.3 LA's home for hip hop. Thank you, Tech.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.